Olivia Rodrigo's laughter cut through the manufactured screams of Universal Studios' Halloween Horror Nights like a melody-defying dissonance. The 22-year-old sensation, whose confessional pop anthems have dissected heartbreak for a generation, found solace in the arms of boyfriend Louis Partridge amid the event's orchestrated chaos. Clinging to his hand as they navigated haunted mazes and costumed ghouls, the couple transformed terror into tenderness, their playful chemistry a beacon in Hollywood's haunted heart. Dressed in a black and white striped sweater that hugged her frame just so, baggy jeans that whispered casual cool, and a black baseball cap emblazoned with Interscope, a nod to the label birthing Sour and Guts, Olivia exuded effortless allure. A cream Celine crossbody and denim jacket knotted at her waist completed the look, a uniform for the girl who pens pain into platinum. Louis, 22 and equally cinematic in his charm, mirrored her vibe in a brown zip-up sweatshirt over a crisp white tee and relaxed jeans. Their evening unfolded like a rom-com reel, hand-in-hand strolls past fog-shrouded sets, shared gasps at lurking actors, and stolen whispers that dissolved into giggles. At one pulse-pounding moment, two clowns on towering stilts loomed, their exaggerated grins twisting Olivia's features into wide-eyed surprise. She clapped a hand over her mouth, half laughing, half squealing, while Louis drew her nearer, his protective stance a silent vow. "He's got that golden retriever energy," she might quip later, evoking his self-described loyalty. Escalators became intimate intermissions, their fingers interlaced against the throng, oblivious to prying lenses. This wasn't red carpet polish, it was raw connection, the kind Olivia immortalizes in verse, vulnerable, vivid, alive. Their romance ignited publicly in London's crisp October air of 2023, a serendipitous spark during Olivia's promo whirlwind for Guts. From stolen kisses in Notting Hill cafes to quiet nights at his family home, Louis became her anchor in the storm of stardom. A year on, their bond has deepened, weathering the glare with grace. In a recent magazine sit-down, Louis sidestepped speculation about her track, So American, a cheeky ditty fans swear nods to their transatlantic tale. "Not my song, not my place," he demurred with a laugh. "So I wouldn't know." Yet, he credits her with broadening his sonic horizons. "My girlfriend has been trying to get me into more pop recently. Chapel Roan has been on repeat." Their dynamic, he muses, is a delightful mismatch, a golden retriever and a black cat, his steady warmth complementing her enigmatic fire. "I think in past relationships my mind worked at a different speed to the women I've known. A bit slower. The way I would characterize it is like a golden retriever and a black cat. I can imagine being happy sitting and catching a frisbee. Privacy remains their North Star, a deliberate dance amid Olivia's supernova ascent. Dating probably shouldn't be done in the public eye," Louis reflected in a spring interview. "There's enough going on between two people. You don't need the voices of thousands of others in your head." Their Wimbledon moment, a passionate clinch in the royal box, spilled into headlines, a rare lapse in their low-key ledger. "I was not aware that was going to be a thing," he admitted later. "I did see a lot of photos from that, it felt quite public. Olivia and I choose or have been choosing to not be so public. Obviously, it has been quite a big summer for her with Glastonbury, but there's a sanctity to being private." For Olivia, three-time Grammy darling whose diary-like lyrics have sold millions, such sanctuaries are sacred. Post-Sour, she navigated fame's fallout, breakups dissected in tabloids, exes etched in EPs, emerging wiser, her Guts era a guttural roar of self-possession. Halloween Horror Nights, with its labyrinths of lore, from slasher reenactments to supernatural spectacles, offered a thrilling reprieve. Olivia, no stranger to adrenaline, recall her Vampire Fang promo shoots, leaned into the frights, her squeals blending with the soundtrack of shrieks. Louis, the Enola Holmes alum whose screen presence simmers with quiet intensity, played the unflappable hero, his arm a steady shield. Their outing echoed earlier escapades, a Coachella weekend of festival frolics, where they swayed to sets hand-in-clasp, or lazy LA brunches, dissecting scripts over avocado toast. Louis's past, a brief entanglement with Sydney Chandler on Pistol's set, feels like prologue to this chapter. Olivia's own romantic resume, producer Zach Bia, Disney co-stars Joshua Bassett and Ethan Wacker, faded into footnotes, her heart now tuned to Louis's wavelength. As they exited a particularly harrowing house, Olivia's head on his shoulder, the night crystallized their synergy, thrill-seekers in tandem, turning scares into stories. Fans scrolling pap shots swooned, their endgame. While dissecting her next album's breadcrumbs. Olivia's teased third record, whispered to be in nascent stages, promises evolution, Deeper dives into love's labyrinth, perhaps laced with Lewis's influence. "I just have no doubt that we're both in a relationship for the right reason," he affirmed recently. "I'm sure that's something you have to think about when you reach a certain level of success. It's nice to know that we can go to things together, and it's not the maddest thing in the world that you're sitting opposite who knows what. You've got a friend in those times." In Hollywood's Hall of Horrors, where exes haunt headlines and scrutiny stalks shadows, Olivia and Lewis carve a quiet haven. One clown encounter, one hand squeeze at a time.